Space coming for the bag. The Indy coming with him, so you know it's bad. Straighten up and get you mad. Here we coming for you lames, no break, go dead. What you got, I mean what you had. Shout out to me, baby, you know the big boy fag. Puff, puff, I hit it twice in the past. You niggas run around like we in the game of tag. You niggas hiding out, we the one to see. Well, your neck on my hair always weak. You niggas lost, but it's time to go get it. Baby, get stay up, cause you really ain't with it. When it comes to crazy wars, it's easy to sit. Your niggas broke down like a Chevy, all did it. Me and Sir expecting certain niggas all day. Bars on fresh, serve money, no tray. So keep your eyes open towards the horizon. From the very first call, there's nothing but vibing. You better hope something happens, so there's a flap on the back. If not, it's a wrap for you niggas today.
When it's drip season, me and Miss Indy, we trippin' every day for a reason. Like we trippin' when we trippin' through the skies, cause there is no limit. It takes a trippin' and pump and trip with me. Unless you digitize it in and out of drip session. Clean your act up and try drip sanitation. Mention my drip taxes, born through the drip sanitation. Niggas claim me they trippin', but they trippin' into different trippin' locations. Ain't nothing like my drip dedicated. You drippers can get used to the drip education and take it from a dripper away. I'm drip educated. And if you buy dripping sauce, you don't mess the nigga that made it. How you gonna sell something self-made? I'll just drop the nigga with a drip chains and spank beats and get it self-paid.
Hooty, hooty, hoo! Hey, everybody. Today on Miss Indy's Round Table Talk, I have the beautiful Miss BAMBI MARIE. Welcome, Miss BAMBI. And the beautiful OKRA SINFREE. How are you, darling?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me, beautiful.
Right. Thank you for having me, Miss Indy.
You're welcome. Okra, you ain't shit. I tried to do my accent and then you're going to come on talking proper English. Now I look like the fool. But anyway, let's get
Miss
into it.
Indy, you
But
never look like
no,
the fool.
Miss Indy, you don't
You
look
could
like a
never look
fool.
like a fool.
Miss Okra, were you in the boat when the boat tipped over? No, silly, I was in the
I
water.
possibly was, and you know I hit my head in the process.
You girls are good at that. I need to work on my British stuff.
Look,
Anyway,
I don't
You
know how to
got
do
to
that
do
shit.
it.
I
All you have to do is listen to a few. See, I can't do it. I fuck up every time. I'm too
you
No,
goddamn.
did no, that
you
was
did
good.
awesome. You
That
did
was really good.
awesome. That was.
All I really know how to say is like, "Were you in the boat when the boat tipped over?" No, silly, I was in the water.
But you got to say water, not water, but water.
What talk?
Like Walter. Basically, you're saying Walter, but you're saying Walter without the L.
what?
Oh, okay, water.
No,
I
no,
Water?
can't do
no.
that
Say
shit.
Walter. Walter
I
without the L.
What?
L.
What?
Walter.
water.
Water?
I
You were
said
in?
what? That's my accent.
No, I was in the water. Like what?
Yeah, you
Like
could
you?
say water. You could
Yeah.
say water.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's easier. I was in
Yeah.
the water.
Water. Water.
Okay, anyway, ladies, I wanted to ask you ladies to join me today on some round table talk. I had a few discussions I wanted to talk about. And just get your little your input on it. If you have one, maybe so, maybe not. First step, when is too far is the question.
Only when a
And
person that thinks you went too far.
wait. I know you ready. I
I'm
already
ready, Miss
know.
Indy. Look, I'm
Wait,
ready too.
I
Oh, I'm
know,
so ready.
I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna ask the question, then I'm gonna mute up, and then y'all gonna be able to say whatever you want to say. Then I'll come back with my opinion also.
Very
Miss
Okay,
Indy,
indie.
can I ask you? Let me ask you one thing because with
what's that?
this topic, as far as the too far goes, I have spoke on a situation as far as a child go or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna say the situation, but can I speak on the situation?
You can speak. Well, put it in where the situation. Put it in the back chat. What you're talking about, and
You
then
know what I,
and
you know
I
what I'm
really
talking about.
don't,
That
girl.
girl, that girl,
That girl.
the girl.
No. Well, if that's that, no.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
listen.
the only reason why I say that is because that's what they were doing, and I've done that before, so I know how far too far is. But go ahead.
Well, let's talk about it. In this instance, what brought this to my attention was the Ashe Nation, Ashe Divine. Shout out Ashe Divine.
Shout out,
And
Asha.
yes, and Clyde
Now
Diva.
you know I can't. You know I can't say shout out to them, right?
I say
Under,
fuck Clyde Diva.
understood. Okay, hold on.
Sorry,
Lower
sorry,
your weapons. Let me
sorry,
get it out.
sorry, sorry.
Okay. So no, y'all fine. This is a place where you can talk, but just let me get it out.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a situation. Allegedly, Clyde Diva, had been speaking on Ashe's children for several months. I say allegedly just for principal purposes, but I have also heard this from out of Clyde's mouth. And when I say speaking on Ashe, speaking on her children, wishing that white men would rape her children, things of this degree in this nature, okay?
She said that.
Yeah, I
Yes,
didn't know she said that.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She said she hoped her children get raped by white men. That's one of the things that I know that she said. And she,
Well, why not a black man?
exactly. But here we go. So I
Cause
do
she's
watch.
too busy paying them to fuck her.
Hold on.
Sorry,
Hold your
sorry,
fire. Hold
sorry.
your fire. I do know that Ashe, because I am sub to her, and I'm sure I think Bambi you are too. I
Yeah.
have not heard her speak anything on Clyde Diva in so long. Now, in Ashe's response, after several weeks, coming upon months of her and her family, and particularly her children, being spoke on and drugged through the dirt, Ashe Divine did a funeral for Clyde Diva's deceased mother. Within this video,
Karen.
excuse me, hold on. So within this video, and I'm not going to show it. If I can find the link, I'll drop it. I know that she since removed it from her page, but there are other YouTubers. I think the ringleader is one of them people that may have this video still up. But just a brief description. You have to like horror movies. I myself, Miss Indy, I do not do horror, even as a child. When I hit that link, and by the time it was like I couldn't stop watching it,
It was
but
like a train wreck.
but wait a minute, but no, I was scared to death. I literally felt my heart racing through my chest. Now, this could be one of two reasons. Number one, it was early in the morning, and I'm looking at that, and I hadn't smoked any weed. But I was just what, and I literally had fear in my heart. Now that's just me. Now but there were a lot of clips of different people that Ashe was able to Photoshop and manipulate Clyde Diva's mother's face onto these bodies. So, do you think, or what is your opinion on how far is too far? I'm going to mute up and let's go clockwise. Let's start with Bam.
Okay, I'm gonna say this because that happened with a situation with my mom, but they didn't do what Ashe did. I feel like whatever happens to Clyde, she deserves it because for one, she steadily talks and talks and talks and says this, and everybody's jealous of her. And Ashe has not even said anything about this bitch. Now, do I think it was gone too far? I'm going to say no because of the fact that whenever you attack someone's children or attack someone's relative, dead or alive, or whatever the case may be, I mean, it ain't shit. All gloves are off. Just like whenever that person attacked my mama, I went after their children. You know, like it's there's no it is what it is. But
Understood.
you know that's just whenever if you're gonna attack someone's children or their dead relatives, then you can't be upset about what happens or what comes back at you, regardless
Okay.
if it's worse than when that person did or than what you did. It is what it is.
All righty then. Miss Okra Sinfree, I'm going to mute up your turn.
Um, is like, in as far as when is enough enough, right? That's in the eye of the beholder. We all have different boiling points. Some people never snap back. Some people will let you drag them and they won't ever retaliate online or offline. I'm like, bam, if you throw a rock at me, I'm gonna blow your house up.
Understood.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna go after no. I mean, I think the video is entertaining. We do a lot of parodies and spoofs and a lot of animations here. She's known for that. Ashe is known for that. She's done that with me. The shit was so funny.
That's right.
My stomach was tight
Her edits
laughing
are
at that goat.
unbelievable.
Yeah, laughing at that. I mean, looking at that goat chew that food. That shit was funny as fuck, yo.
Well, let me say this. I just want to say, in the regards of when it's too far, too far. I genuinely feel that if you're in your own lane, first of all, I want to say this, and I heard this from Ashe. She's not the first person I heard it from, but in the most recent years. And it just brought back a lot of memories. And this is the quote that she said. And it's about as far as knowing your opponent. An opponent, as you know, is somebody that, is picked for you. You go find your opponent. So this is what it said. If you know yourself and you know your opponent, you will win 1,000 battles out of 1,000 battles. If you know yourself and you don't know your opponent, you will win 500 out of 1,000 battles. If you don't know yourself and do not know your opponent, you will lose 1,000 battles out of 1,000 battles. What that says to me, know who you fucking with. You have to know the limitations of people and boundaries. When you throw a stone or continuous stones at someone and then they come back at you, I don't feel like what she did was wrong. Is it something I would have done? No, because I could have never let my mind get that far. I'm not into, horror and things like that. Do I understand why she did what she did? I absolutely do. In my opinion, Clyde did not know her opponent. She did not study her opponent. And so this was a battle that she lost. What are your thoughts?
Well, she better study. She better fucking study this one because I'm on her ass.
Even if she knows her opponent, she's an idiot. She's not going to win anyway.
Yeah, but if you know your opponent, then you can prepare. If you just take off swinging and didn't know that man had a Uzi in the small of his back, you didn't know your opponent. You should know this person is known to carry. You get what I'm saying?
But Miss Indy, think about this. The only thing that she gets prepared for is motherfucking getting on here in her bra and her motherfucking panties, drinking liquor out the motherfucking bottle, and getting on people's fucking hit the like button and donate.
Who the fuck does that? Drink off the Hennessy bottle just to get attention? You need attention that bad?
No, not to get attention. I do it to get fucking drunk.
No, I mean on the live though. You do that on the live?
No, and then because
I ain't seen her drinking on no live.
What? She drinks on every live. She was on Ice's live the other night.
No, I'm talking about you out the bottle.
We talking about you.
Oh yeah. No. I know. I'm sometimes a lady. Shit. Sometimes
I ain't saying nothing wrong with drinking out the bottle. I'm just saying we talking about it. I would rather she have a nice glass.
No, I can't drink. Like if I
don't give a damn what she do on her page. Me myself. And the reason I don't.
I mean, I don't give a fuck either, Miss Indy. Let's keep it real.
None of us give a fuck because we can't change her or anybody else. But back to the point, do you feel, or do you have an opinion? You may not even have an opinion. Was that too far for Ashe to use Clyde's deceased mother? Although Clyde has spoke on.
I didn't know her mama was deceased. Renee never told me that.
I think. Well, I don't want to name drop, but there was another channel holder who had let them. I didn't hear Renee say it either. It was a different channel holder who had said it, and then Clyde herself went live and said yes, and that she had lied and stuff to her people because she didn't want them to start dragging her dead mother because that's what people do around here. Mind you, prior to this, she was one of those people that she was referring to.
Didn't she drag somebody's dead child?
I can't remember. It's so the
The
dragonization has
lady
been
that
going
be
on.
You talking
on
about Queen
ZX
Miko?
channel.
Oh, I
No,
don't know. I
the
just
other
started.
lady. And she
I don't.
ZX people and she do a channel. And her baby had died.
Oh
And
wow.
it was a big thing about with her and Renee. She thought Renee was being disrespectful, but Renee was really trying to say, I would love to help you start a nonprofit, you know, in your baby's name, since that's what you want to do.
Oh
But
wow.
somehow or another, the lady was just like, she felt like, Renee and Clyde was being disrespectful about her dead baby.
Hmm. No, I didn't.
I
I
can't
didn't
think
hear
of the
that
lady
one.
name, but she
I
do
put
a
it
show
like this: it
herself.
wouldn't surprise me. No, I didn't hear it, but it just wouldn't shock me. You
I'ma
know.
say
Well, what I
this.
had explained to Renee, y'all, is this. You're somewhere feeling disrespected, but a lot of disrespect got spearheaded when you and Clyde and Suge was on the live saying, "Where's my son?"
Uh,
We heard them, but we ain't seen them.
talk
And
your
everybody
shit.
started laughing. Well, first the motherfucking all, I ain't seen y'all children.
Talk your shit.
Let me
And I
mute.
told Renee, I said, look, anything I gotta say about you, I can say to you. Call me. That's what I told her on Clyde's Live. And she did. And we established a relationship. But she's still feeling like I disrespected her and she resigned from her position of vice president. So let me be the first to say here live on Miss Indy's channel, I need a VP. Okay,
Bam
go
for
ahead.
president. Bam for motherfucking president.
Vice president. Bam for
I mean,
president. Leo for vice president. Goddamn it. Miss Indy
yeah,
for vice president.
yeah.
I'll sit the
Yeah,
fuck down.
Miss
No,
Indy
they
got
don't
I'll be
want
started.
y'all
that.
personal
You don't want.
security.
You don't, yeah, I'll be security. You don't want me to be motherfucker. Yeah, I be top flight security of the world, Craig. But y'all don't know.
Okay,
I ain't
so
do.
let's switch gears just a little bit. Now, I can't even remember the channel holder's page, but I was over there, right? And then it was dropped down regarding a YouTuber by the name of Chris Kidd with two D's, right? Now, this man, and I have it pulled up, and I'm going to share my screen. This man, let me see, share screen.
Get it, Miss Indy screen sharing.
Can y'all see this?
Hold on. No, you're not sharing your screen yet.
I don't see it yet.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back and make sure it's sharing. I might have
Look
not
at
pressed.
Miss Indy being a big YouTuber and shit.
Girl, I'm trying to get it together.
That's right.
Okay. Can y'all see
There we
this?
go.
There we go.
Booyah.
Yep. Bam.
Okay. So,
Bam.
I had to throw that in on Miss Indy. Sorry.
thank you. So, the reason this caught my attention is because this guy, Chris Kidd, was a YouTuber, and this is someone that Bullets Gotti help support his podcast. And I don't need to say allegedly with that because it's recorded on tape that he was kind of angry with Chris Kidd regarding something else. And he was naming off the several people who tried to help him and promote his podcast, right? So OKRA SINFREE did try to reach out to Bullets Gotti because Miss Indy just had a couple of questions regarding his friend. And I wanted to know what his thoughts were today as of 2020. Now, this guy named Chris Kidd, actual name is Lloyd Kidd. And as you see, he's convicted in Manhattan federal courts of sex trafficking and child pornography production offenses.
Damn.
Production. I ain't never heard it described like that. It may even be the same thing as as what we hear commonly, but when I hear production,
That means
Yeah.
like selling pictures and like making movies, right?
That's what, production means something big, right? So let's just get into it just a little bit, and then we'll talk about our thoughts. Once again, this is someone that Bullets Gotti supported as far as his podcast. I was able to find an old video where he said such himself. So I don't need to say allegedly, but I would like to know where he stood today on his friend, and I would like to know if he feel like he deserves what happened to him. Let's get into the story. I'm not gonna be reading all this shit, but here we go. Let's just start from the first big. Well, no, we do it right here. Jeffrey S. Berman, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced that a federal jury yesterday found Lloyd Kidd, aka Chris Kidd, aka Gerard Agrard, aka Red, guilty of sex trafficking of a minor and enticement of a minor to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, following a 6-day jury trial before the U.S. District Judge Victor Marrero. Manhattan U.S. Attorney Jeffrey Berman said Lloyd Kidd has rightly been convicted of the shameless and explosive victimization of an underage girl. Kidd preyed on a particularly vulnerable victim, recruiting a minor residing at a foster care facility. Okay? He now waits sentencing for his appalling crimes. Now, this is what I'm reading, okay? You guys see it on the screen? According to the allegations contained in the indictment and evidence presented during the trial in Manhattan Federal Court, this is what's said. From at least in or about spring 2015, this is just 5 years ago, okay? Through at least February 2017, Kidd engaged in sex trafficking of a minor and enticement of a minor to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purposes of producing a visual depiction of such conduct. The defendant recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, and maintained a minor, victim number 1, for the purpose of criminal sex. Does anybody have anything to say before I go on?
That's some sick ass shit, is what I got to say. Sorry,
Okay.
but that's fucked up.
Let me continue. Okra, you got something to say?
Is it real news? Is it real news or fake news?
I was just about to say that.
This is public record. Let me continue. The defendant, which is Lloyd Kidd, aka Chris Kidd, the defendant recruited victim 1 when she was living in a foster care facility in New York, New York. The defendant used Backpage.com to post advertisements of victim 1 for commercial sex, and then directed victim 1 to meet customers to engage in commercial sex out of his apartment.
I'm putting my clips in my gun. Hold on real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Miss Indy, let me
Let me finish this last sentence. Sentence. Victim 1 to meet customers to engage in commercial sex out of his apartment in Brooklyn, New York. Go ahead.
That is, for one. Does it say how old the girl was?
We're gonna have to keep reading. I only know as much as I read.
Okay. I just from what you just read, like my stomach is like really in knots. Like that. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Just read, Miss Indy.
Miss Sinfree, do you have your shit together over there?
I'm telling you, I practice loading my bullets every day into my clips.
You already know. I'ma bust his head. I hope they bust his head up in there.
We're gonna set it off again in real life. We're gonna set it off in real life.
Here we go. In addition, the defendant produced sexually explicit images and a video recording of victim 1 performing sexual explicit activities, which constituted child pornography.
I would shove that fucking video down his throat and through his urethra. And the urethra is the pee hole for all you motherfuckers that don't know.
And Miss Indy, you know, the reason why this is bothering me so bad is because of the simple fact that with this whole restraining order shit that I'm going through.
We're not gonna get off track.
No,
We'll
no,
come back to
we're
it.
not. But I'm just saying this because this person is saying that I'm doing the same type of shit of what you're reading right now, and it's just.
Come on, let's get back to it. We'll talk.
Go
We'll
ahead.
bring that back up. I don't want to
Go
get
ahead.
sidetracked. My
Go ahead.
ass is
Go ahead.
old.
Go
I
ahead.
can't bounce back like y'all youngins. Okay, where was I? The defendant used at least one of the sexually explicit images of victim one to advertise her for commercial sex. This prosecution is part of an ongoing investigation that included KID, has charged 19 defendants, set worth in 8 indictments for the sex trafficking of at least 13 minor girls and young adults in New York State's social service systems. These aren't kids that was living home with their mom and daddy. They was finding the kids on Backpage that was in a foster care place. KID, who was 28 at the time of this article, of Brooklyn, New York, was convicted of one count of sex trafficking of a minor, which carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years in prison and a statutory maximum sentence of life in prison, and one count of enticement of a minor to engage in sexually explicit conduct for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct, which carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years and a statutory maximum sentence of 30 years. The mandatory minimum sentence and maximum potential sentences are prescribed by Congress and are provided for information purposes only, as any sentencing of the defendant will be determined by the judge. KID will be sentenced by Judge Marino on November 1st, 2019, and we're going to see what happened to him. Let me see. And it says any individuals who believe they have information that may be relevant to this investigation, contact the Federal Bureau of Investigations at 212-384-1000. So, Oka, that's a real number. And there's also a link here for that. So let me see if I can find, while you guys talk about what let me see if I can find what he was sentenced to. You girls go ahead. Hello?
Bam.
Bam, you there? I can't see.
Maybe Bam stepped away.
Okay.
But I've been very vocal about all forms of any misconduct geared towards children, especially minor children, as well as adults. Nobody should be violated in such a manner. Some people come into this earth to do some crazy shit. That's all I can say. And it's consequences to that. But hopefully they'll learn in the next life. But y'all need to leave these children alone.
Right.
Simple as that. Because there are people out here advocating for them. And all I gotta say is, leave these children alone. Please. I'm begging you.
I agree with you. I can't seem to find. Oh, here she go. Oh shoot! Hold on, Bam.
Keep it out.
Girl, I'm sorry. I wasn't sharing my screen, so
Welcome
I can't see how much time he actually got. The bottom line is his ass was fucking convicted. So with that being said, we know he has at least 10 years to do. And as far as Bullets Gotti, I just, he's connected because he said himself that he was trying to help this man. And with his podcast now, I just wanted to know his thoughts on his friend now. Did he ever suspect or assume, or is he just as shocked as everybody else regarding his friend? Has he been in communication since the incarceration of his friend, and if he thinks that it was deserved.
Do you think that we are supposed to let's just say we did have a really good friend that did something like that. Like I stopped associating with certain people because if they got prosecuted for fucking with somebody under 14 years old and you ain't produced them documents telling me that somebody lied on you and railroaded you like you said you was gonna produce,
Right.
then I'm gonna stop fucking with you.
Right.
I give anybody a chance to prove their innocence. I know people get jammed up.
I
I
agree.
know people report fake news. I do. I know people get set up. A lot of people in the
Right.
penal system were set up. A lot of innocent people. But they guilty of something. It might not be the crime that they got convicted of, but we all guilty of something, and we got to remember that.
Very true.
Oh
Bam.
yeah, I'm definitely guilty of some shit.
Well, this is certainly breaking news.
I can't
Oh, I
stand you.
love the sound effects. I
I
can't
can't.
with you.
I can't stand you. I cannot stand you.
Bullets
Um.
Gotti, get here. We
Um.
got questions. Well, at least I do. I
Yeah, we
want to
tried to
know.
get him over here. I can't find his number. You know, we're not trying to backdoor him, but bro, you call a lot of people out.
Right.
So what's good for the goose is
What's
what?
good for the
Good for
motherfucking
the
gander?
gander.
That's facts. As a matter of fact, hold on. If I drop down, I'll come right back. Just
Okay, we're gonna still be up here sipping tea.
let me see. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can still hear
Okay.
you, boo.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me
We
go
sipping
to him.
tea,
Oh, and
girl.
he's active now. Come
Yes.
to Miss
Yes, if you can
Indy
send him this link if he wanna come up
live.
here and chop it up.
Now let me
Yeah, because this wasn't us trying to backdoor him. Out of respect for
um
our
Miss
relationship, Gaudi.
Indy, can you
Hold on. Uh-huh.
can you put the link to the live in
It's in the
the
chat.
But
It's
we're
not
not
the
live
link.
on
I can't get
YouTube
that.
though,
I
Miss
can't.
Indy.
What?
We're not live on YouTube. You gotta email him the link in order for him to come in. The
No,
same way you
but
emailed it to
no,
me.
Bam can send him the link and he'll pop up here the same way I did it.
Yeah, she could send him the link that she could send him
Oh,
the email though.
Send him, yes,
okay.
send
Hold
him the
on.
same thing
Like
I
you
sent him.
dropped the link in the chat, but can't nobody hit it because we not live nowhere, right?
Okay, hold on. Wait, I just sent
No,
it to him.
that link was for, I didn't know whether when I send it to you was that just to come, to the chat or to come all the way up on the panel. That's in the chat. If he get the link, he's gonna come up in the chat unless she gives him the link directly
No,
to the
but
link.
see what he's doing right now. He's co-signing right now. What he's doing is he's co-signing Clyde Diva. That's what he's doing because
Okay,
they're
well
talking
then
about
listen,
taking
I
Ice's
don't want
page
to
and
talk
all this
about
other
that
shit.
over here. I don't want to talk about that
No,
over here.
that's
He'll see
probably
it.
why he's not
He'll see
responding
it.
to nobody.
He'll see it because, and
That's
I'll
all.
also
Well,
move
he
the
usually
title
texts me
around.
when he doing a live, but I deleted the text. So in the number that I text, he didn't respond right away. So I called the number and it was like out of service. So I don't know. Sometimes when you switch phones and shit, it don't transfer all your contacts over.
Yeah.
And iPhone's funny as fuck. I look for it, and I left a comment on one of his videos. He
Well,
ain't text me yet.
It's just a question. I initiated the question. It was something I heard. I went and looked it up, and then I went on YouTube, and I did find, that he is an acquaintance, and even more so, a person that tried to help this man with his podcast. So I'm
That's why I
interested
asked you, was
to
a
know.
redemption? Is the man doing a public service announcement warning children and adults how to better protect their children? Like, what the fuck is this podcast about?
You know what?
Filming kids or protecting kids? It's one or the other.
Well, that's why we needed his associate to come up here so we can ask him that. And it's unfortunately that we weren't able to. But you know what? If he reaches out,
We can have a part two.
independentbaygirl@gmail.com, or you can reach out to OKRA SINFREE
He
or
got my number.
BAM, and we
yeah,
love
Yeah.
I just hit
part
it in
two.
Instagram. I just hit his Instagram. So
Yeah, we come in love.
Okay, so moving right
We,
along. What
oh
other
shit.
is there anything else that you ladies would like to discuss in closing?
I don't know.
So
Did we
the
cover
bottom line is
everything?
So the bottom line is we all agree that there's no such thing as below the belt or too far. If you yourself are the aggressor,
Now, when you jump off the motherfucking porch, it ain't.
if you
Right.
are the aggressor and you don't know your opponent, then that's on you. Do we agree on that?
Right.
Fuck what you know, because you don't never know nobody. I don't give a damn. You don't never know nobody.
I put it like this.
I knew my opponent and still dogged their ass.
I put it
You
like
know what I'm saying?
just
Well,
like
that falls under Miss Indy's statistics, though. You knew your opponent. That her statistics said that if you know your opponent, you're gonna win.
here's the thing. There's no reason why she shouldn't have known her opponent because, as you said, Ashe has been doing.
Class Stinky is weak as a bitch, yo.
Wait a minute. Ashe
That ain't no fair fight.
Ashe
Class
has been doing
Stinky and
better.
Ashe, that ain't no fair fight, okay? Ashe is a heavyweight, okay?
Right.
Very intellectual, okay?
Right.
This
And her
bitch Class Stinky is a
excellent.
fucking online prostitute.
Period.
Dot.
Period. Dot zero. This bitch got the IQ of a fucking snail.
A snail, that's giving her too much fucking credit.
Too much. Too much.
That hoe has an IQ
With
of
her
a pea.
salty ass. I'm just saying.
Of a pea. A pea. Just like the peas that you
I'm
eat.
just saying that ain't no
How
competition.
you really feel? God damn it. No,
No,
I
and I want to say this because this bitch always is hollering somebody's jealous of her, somebody's jealous of her.
Jealous of what?
But Clyde, I made you cry, bitch. I made you cry. All because I went on the panel and you got mad because all the young boys was over there jocking me and you was nowhere.
Oh, she don't like stuff like that. She don't like it when the
Bitch.
young boys or the old niggas like somebody else. She don't like it.
Clyde, jealous of what?
Ah, baby.
Of what? I don't filter. I don't have to get on here showing my titties, busting my asshole open, getting on the dude's
Ooh,
panel.
that was nasty. And your vagina? Would you get up here and pop your pussy on a live butt naked on YouTube?
Not if my coochie look like that, you know what I mean? But no,
You
nah, not if my shit look like that.
This YouTube. This the family side of YouTube. Children be on here.
Okay.
Hey.
I think you use a hoe, but you can't help it. Because being raised by a hoe is kind of hectic. I'm just saying.
I don't
Come
know.
on now.
The next nut going out for your grandma, bitch.
It's a lot going on.
I just think she's nasty. She's a nasty girl.
She just keeps talking about me like every day. She's talking about Bam, Bam, Bam. But bitch, guess what? Bam ain't up here saying, please hit the like and donate. And wearing fake ass Victoria's Secret bras and having to literally bend over. And the only reason why them
She got a pimp.
say you sure know what the motherfucking say, don't
More than one.
you?
It's fucked up when you got more than one pimp and you still broke.
And you still broke. Now, oh wait, this is what I was gonna say. Any bitch,
More than one.
any bitch that pays a dude almost 3 bands and has to pay for her own fucking flight to see him, let this man take pictures of you with nut all on your face and your badass feet, bitch. And then you had to pay for your own trip back. Bitch, you can't come for me.
Okay, thank you, Bam.
That shit funny as fuck.
I'm just saying, she can't come for me. A bitch that pay niggas, nah, baby, you can't come for me.
You know what? It's always going to be somebody that's going to want to say something. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
She ain't got enough money to come for you. She broke.
Oh, and all that money she was showing, her mama and daddy gave her that for her rent.
Which mama is this if the mama is dead?
I meant with her daddy.
Wait. We off topic. We got to say that for the next round table.
I mean, the bitch be lying, always crying.
Well, bitch, hit my Cash App since you talk about me so much. Shit. Miss Indy, you know I had to throw it in there. You know I had to.
I
We
know.
need to do a diss song about this hoe. We should do a
Oh,
this whole diss song about
oh
her.
no, no, I don't like my diss
I want to
songs.
drag her. I dragged her in the first one with Miss Indy. I want to drag her ass again because she bitch won't go get her motherfucking hair done.
My diss songs make the whole YouTube turn against me. Okay, and it
Mm.
didn't even have it.
Thank y'all for coming. See y'all next
Thank
week on
you.
Round Table Talk with Bambi Marie and OKRA
I
SINFREE.
had so much
I did
fun.
too. Thank you, Miss Indy. Thank you,
You're
ladies.
Thank
welcome.
you,
I
Miss Indy.
appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Okay.
Bam.
I'll see y'all.
Okay, see
Peace
you
and
later.
love.